welcome to another episode of Tiva Drive, and we are back with a Kona EV, Hyundai Kona EV, a full electric. We drove it exactly a year ago when it was first launched, the second generation Kona electric. This is a 2025 model, so we'll briefly describe the improvements that they've made for 2025. The car itself didn't change much, new rims, the back is still the same. Charge ports are still the same, and so the front and back unibrows are still exactly the same. So let's just quickly jump inside, tell you about our test results and the changes for the 2025 model year. Hello and welcome to another fast charging session. We are in a 2025 Hyundai Kona electric, and we're here at Electrify Canada again with a Rivian charging next to me, and we started around 40%. The maximum we got, even with battery preconditioning, was about 60. We're down to about 48 kilowatts, and the indicator is kind of going up and down for some reason. On the machine itself, actually right now it's kind of stable at 48 kilowatts, but it was just going crazy up and down. On the machine, as you can see, it's pretty stable. It's showing 48 kilowatts on the machine and 48 kilowatts here, so it's kind of I guess matching the machine. See, here you go, it's kind of jumping up and down. But anyways, the consumption today was not bad, about 21, and that is with heating, with battery preconditioning, and with steering heat, seat heat, and climate at 20. Outside it was between 0 and +5. Strong headwind as well, so 21 is really not bad, giving this car basically just over 300 kilometers highway range. And we were using the regular middle to left lane speed. Not gonna go outside because it's super cold with a lot of wind. And I use this function here under electric vehicle. You can see battery conditioning. You press the activate, and then over approximately half an hour or so it heats up the battery. So we did use that function, which increases the consumption, but even with that it was just over 21 over, let's say, 80 kilometers from Toronto to Barrie, which is really not bad. However, the speed is not impressive. The first generation Hyundai Kona was capable of about 77. This one is supposed to be capable of 100, but we didn't get anywhere near that. I'm not sure if it's because the Rivian next door is kind of sucking juice like crazy. Can't read their speed, but it's I'm not sure if it's much faster. Let's see how much the Rivian is getting at 73%. 81 kilowatts at 73%, so it's not spectacular either. So there we go. Maybe it's because there's too many cars charging, maybe because of the temperature outside. In any case, stay tuned for the full review on our YouTube channel, www.youtube.com/TEV Association. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you there. We are inside 2025 Hyundai Kona EV, full electric. The starting price is still at around 46. With all the fees, it's around 49. So it's competing basically mostly against Nissan Leaf Plus with the same 64 kilowatt hour battery, with a big change or big difference being that this is a liquid cooled battery versus air cooled battery. So this is a much more updated car. The range, as we mentioned, was 420 kilometers, and as we take you for a ride, we'll let you know how it compares with our actual results. So we're testing it in April of 2025. It's basically mostly a carryover model. So we have a video already of this Hyundai Kona EV 2024 when it was launched in this second generation, much improved and enlarged. And so the changes for 2025 are mostly trim and colors, more standard equipment, and the options such as the V2L is now available in more trim levels, lower trim levels, where before it was only for limited trim. This is the Ultimate, which is actually 51,000. So it adds a few niceties such as heated and cooled seats, auto steer, adaptive cruise, the sunroof, opening sunroof here. So it's still one of the best priced electric cars, if you don't mind the front wheel drive, because that's what it is. It's a front wheel drive based on the older technology. This is not the EGMP new platform, this is the old platform. And so yes, it's pretty much carryover. So let's quickly chat about the test results. We are again in April, but it's a very cold April. Even though it's spring, the weather is more like winter-like. Again, so for one pedal driving, or I-pedal as they call it, double tap on the left shift pedal here. There we go, we are in I-pedal, which is one pedal driving mode. Same as most Hyundai and Kia cars. The screen is very similar, if not identical, to all the other Hyundai Kia cars, whether electric or gas. Very similar. Yeah, so we drove it to the lake house during an ice storm, and then we were in a blackout for 5 days. Unfortunately, the V2L adapter is a $600 option, so none of the press cars excuse me, have it, which is unfortunate because we would have been able to use it. Now, somebody told us that we could have hooked up an inverter to a 12-volt battery. We tried it. It didn't work out very well. We fried our inverter, so and then there's a certain order of things that we didn't follow, so it did not work for us. But apparently you can pretty much do that with any car. You can hook up an inverter to a 12-volt battery and produce electricity this way, except with the gas car, of course, you'll be producing emissions. This car would be emissions free. But the V2L again is now available in wider choice of trims on the 2025 Kona Electric. So the results were, we were driving in pretty much from -5 to +5 in that range of temperature, all on the highway. There was no point in trying hypermiling because simply it was too cold, too windy, so the hypermile exercise would have been kind of useless. So all we did is highway driving. The highway consumption, like right now, we have, as you can see here, there's the 3-stage seat heater and a 2-stage steering wheel heat. So we were driving with steering heat at 1 and seat heat at 1, with the temperature set to 20 degrees, just like right now. The auto has 3 levels, 1, 2, 3. So we kept it on level 1. Mind you, we did not precondition because you need the app to precondition, or you can set it through the center menus, but the only way to set it is basically by setting a departure time. With us, we never have schedules, so we never know what time we're going to depart. So we did not set the actual departure time. And so we could not really precondition. So all the data that you're gonna hear is without the preconditioning. Of course, preconditioning is gonna improve. Also keep in mind that the cars we're getting are pretty much still on winter tires. The press fleets are not changed or upgraded to summer tires until sometime in late April or May, which kind of makes sense because this winter is particularly hard and long and cold. Even though we're into spring, we're mostly kind of winter-like weather with ice storms and snow, etc., etc. So let's talk again consumption. 21 kilowatt hours on the highway, which would bring this battery at 64 usable to about 300 kilometers range on highway in mild winter conditions, which is not bad. Now, where this car really excels is in the city. Many times we were able to have results of under 11 to 12 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. So in city driving, especially if you can drive without climate, when this car is sitting in the sun, even if it's like +5 or even 0, even slightly above 0, sitting in the sun, you don't need to use heating. In fact, we were actually driving with the sunroof open to have the air circulation. It's much better than using the heating or climate system. And in that respect, under those conditions, without climate, we were able to have a city consumption of under 12 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers, which is phenomenal, almost half of the highway consumption. So that's really, really good. Now, DC session, I think we had a quick quick video on that. Excuse me. We had this car, the second gen Kona, is supposed to be capable of 100 versus the 70 or so on the first generation Kona electric. However, we didn't get anywhere near that. Mind you, we started our session just around 50%. So the most we got was just over 50. So not spectacular, but it's not surprising because the maximum speed on DCs, you will get it at a very low percentage of the state of charge of the battery. So we did not expect to get anywhere near the maximum either. So it's still a good car, still a good choice. One of the least expensive electric cars. If you don't need all-wheel drive, if you're okay driving with a front-wheel drive and putting your winter tires on in the winter, it's a very good EV. It's a good-looking car, modern-looking car with all the amenities. What we love about this car is the buttons. Look at this. There is a nice large screen in the middle and the dashboard, but you have all these buttons at your disposal. We love the buttons. We don't like controlling everything through the screen. So in that respect, Kona EV scores big. A lot of companies, and Hyundai, Kia among them, and Genesis, are going back to the buttons, which is great. Volkswagen is supposed to go back to the buttons. Way too many luxury companies also relegated everything to the screens. Hope in the near future they will all come back to the buttons. Like here, you have a separate climate screen, menu buttons here, and all the drive mode button here, USB plugs, and you have the seat heaters, etc., etc. All the main functions that you need access to quickly are all here using the buttons on the center console, which is great. So we're really this is a great positive point for this 2025 Hyundai Kona EV. And of course, we did not use it now on the highway, but you have the auto steer and adaptive cruise control comes on this ultimate trim as well. So that's about it. Not too many changes, but it's still a very valid alternative if you're shopping for an electric car under 50, new electric car under 50 grand in Canada. That should be one of your considerations for sure. It is cheaper than the cheapest Hyundai Ioniq 5, of course, by about at least 5 grand. So if you want to save the 5 grand, if you don't need an all-wheel drive, definitely worth considering. If you have any questions about this test, please do not hesitate to comment under our video. We'll be happy to answer your questions. And as usual, do not forget to press the subscribe button on our channel to be informed when the next video will come up. And we have lots more videos coming, reviews for full electric and plug-in hybrid cars. So stay tuned. Thank you for watching. And we also have to thank our sponsor, Condos and Castles Realty Inc. You can find them at www.condosandcastles.com. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you at the next review.